Good afternoon and welcome to Joy News today. Coming up in this bulletin, Galamsey Kingpin Aisha Wan to remain in police custody for the next 2 weeks as Circuit Court turns down a request for bail. Her lawyers are this afternoon upset, alleging there could be a grand scheme between the state and the judiciary to treat her unfairly. We have a blow-by-blow account for you on this bulletin. Also, this bulletin, police ban tricycles operations after 10 p.m. in Wafloing killing of a 60-year-old security guard in a school there. Details of these stories, including business, sport, and showbiz. We are live on DSTV channel 421 and GoTV channel 144. We're also live on the Joy Prime channel. My name is Samuel Kojo. Stay with us for details. Now, Galamsey Kingpin Aisha Wan remains firmly in police custody. Prosecutors got an Accra Circuit Court to extend a warrant of arrest permitting them to hold her for at least 2 weeks while they carry out further investigations. She's accused of engaging in mining without a license. Her lawyers today made a strong case for her to be granted bail, as well as raising concerns about what they believe to be unfair treatment meted by state security in a repatriation in 2018 and a fresh arrest. We'll take you live to the court to bring you all of that. But first, here's what we know about Aisha Wan's case so far.
Aisha Wan seemed to have broken all conventional norms when it comes to security and arresting corporates involved in the endemic menace of Galamsey. According to journalist Abdul Malik Wekubako, she was arrested multiple times but managed to get herself freed. He alleged Aisha Wan had sex tapes of powerful people he used to blackmail such persons.
I have it on record. Was arrested 3 times during the previous administration. 3 times she was released. She's a very powerful woman. Operates more within the Ashanti region, especially Kumasi. She's got connections from my own checks, also in this administration. You know, they have video and audio recordings of people who are powerful, of people who have been entrusted with responsibilities to protect us as a people. I'm telling you.
Eventually, her cover was blown and she became a topic of national discussion after her arrest in 2018. But expectations that she will be fully prosecuted fizzled out when she was deported. As unpopular as that government decision was, then Senior Minister Yao Osafo-Maafo defended the action.
A very good relationship with China. They're the main company that is helping develop the infrastructure system in Ghana. Sino Hydro. It's a Chinese company. It's the one that's going to help process our bauxite and provide about $2 billion to us. So when there are these kind of arrangements, there are other things behind the scenes. Putting that lady in jail in Ghana is not going to solve your economic problem. It's not going to make you happy or me happy. That's not important. The most important thing is being deported out of Ghana.
The country was taken by surprise when Aisha Wan found her way back into the country under circumstances that can best be described as mysterious. Attempted to change her details on a foreigner's Ghana card and was said to be still neck deep in illegal mining. Indeed, security analyst Professor Kwesienin alleges there may be more to Aisha Wan than just illegal mining.
Aisha is not an ordinary Chinese gangster. She's an agent of the state. She's a spy. And her expertise is in economic warfare, deliberately destroying our environment and our water bodies through Galamsey, so that the cyanide and the mercury will go through our underground water, come through the food chain, and destroy the cocoa crop. And we know that Japan in particular, that loved our cocoa beans, is now disturbed because they found traces of chemicals in our cocoa beans. So we need to elevate this conversation over and above, ordinary people stealing excavators.
Well, some, including the minority, have raised concerns about whether she was actually deported. President Akufo-Addo says he is not sure.
I'm not still sure whether she was in fact deported or whether she fled the country the first time and has now come back. But whatever, there still seems to be some uncertainty about it. But whichever way it is, she has become the sort of nickname for all that the Galamsey represents. And unfortunately, also for the involvement of Chinese nationals in Ghana in this particular illicit trade. We have constantly to work at it. We need to have the cooperation of the courts.
The Attorney General has vowed to prosecute Aisha Wan for her past and current crimes and is currently set to appear before a court in Accra.
Lawyer for the accused, Captain retired Nkrabi Efeadate, has been speaking with court correspondent Joseph Akable.
I was defending Aisha Wan at High Court Criminal 1. Then, on the day that we were supposed to open our defense, nolli prosequi, which means don't prosecute. Then the Attorney General took my client away from the court. The next thing I heard the next day was that my client had been flown out of Ghana back to China or wherever, but out of Ghana. I didn't understand why the Attorney General did not allow us to finish the case. I think it was a wrong move, but they took her out of Ghana. Today we are being told in the court that she sneaked out of Ghana, which is false, a blatant untruth, an inaccurate statement, which was made to the court. Very sad, most unfortunate. I am told, I was not at the bar conference, but I'm told that the Attorney General says the cooperation of the judiciary is required to keep these people in custody. If it is true that my learned friend, the Attorney General, made such a statement, then it is most unfortunate. Most unfortunate. And in the light of that, the decision to refuse bail gives credence to what is being said, which is unfortunate, most unfortunate.
So you pretty much relied on some of the...
My worry is that the media has overhyped this small matter of mining without license and doing mineral sales without license. It's a small matter, it happens every day in Ghana. So I don't see why the media should even write an editorial on this matter. And it is that which is creating a problem and giving all manner of insecurity to the issue.
But you have engaged there. Do you have a sense of how she got into the country?
I don't know how she entered Ghana, but I don't want to say that I want to indict Ghana Immigration Service, because any foreigner who comes to Ghana passes through our borders, and each of our borders are manned 24 hours by immigration officers. So immigration cannot tell me that they don't know how she entered Ghana.
Well, let's share further details with you on her activities in Kumasi, where she has resided the most throughout her stay in Ghana.
So before Miss Aisha Wan was sent back to her country, she was mainly into mining around Amansia Central, specifically Bepo Tinting. That is where her mines were. And after she returned to the country, I'm told by my sources that she has invested a lot into gold buying activities. And so she's also sponsoring some Ghanaian young miners to go into mining. Now, her mining site at Bepotintin has been sold to a Ghanaian miner. She herself is into a number of businesses sponsoring young people to buy gold for her. And then she's also into a brothel business, I am told, which is situated around Adiabeba in Kumasi. And she also operates a massaging business around Ahojo as well. So there are a number of businesses that are allegedly linked to Miss Aisha Wang, all located around Ahojo and Adiabeba to be precise. But then we are running some checks. It will need the Registrar General's Department to be able to tell us or pinpoint whether these businesses that we know of that are linked to her are really registered in her name or registered in other people's names. But what we know specifically is that there are Chinese nationals who are currently collaborating with some Ghanaian nationals to mine in specific places like Kunso, close to Mankranso, for her. She's also into gold buying business, which is fronted by some Ghanaians as well in Kumasi, specifically Adiabeba and Ahojo. That is what we know for now.
Now, how much do we know about Aisha Wang's activities and how she was arrested, when, and how deportation has been? Now, a bit into details about some timelines about her. Now, you remember that in 2017 May, Aisha Wang was arrested over her involvement in Galamsey. In May 2017 again, she was remanded and put on trial. In December 2018, the state dropped charges against Aisha Wang. I mean, we were not giving much details about what influenced it, but court discharged her and she was reportedly deported from the country. That has also become a matter of juggernaut between state and other actors about whether she was deported or she fled. Now, in April 2019, Osafo, who was then senior minister in this government, said that Aisha Wang's deportation was best for Ghana. We played you a clip there where he was trying to explain how China was extending a helping hand to Ghana, and therefore at that particular moment in time, the best decision Ghana could have taken in this whole development was to have allowed Aisha Wang to go, because we were expecting some $2 billion from China and they were going to help us to mine our bauxite. Now, in September 2019, the president, Nana Akufo-Addo, said Aisha Wang's deportation was a mistake for Ghana. When he was being questioned in an interview there, he made mention of the fact that it was a mistake. So there was a contradiction between him and his senior minister then. Now, in February this year, 2022, Aisha Wang grabbed Ghana card on a Sunday. I mean, several questions about that. How did she? How was she able to grab that? Now, we also know that Aisha Wang sneaked back into Ghana with a Togo visa, but as to when that happened, we cannot tell. In September 2022, which is this month, Aisha was sent to court and remanded. Now, again, September 2022. The president, Nana Akufo-Addo, in an interview, said that he is not sure whether Aisha Wang left Ghana in 2019, as was reported. So that's how much we know about Aisha Wang, her arrest, and all that has happened from that time till today. Court correspondent Joseph Akable is with me on the phone lines now. Joseph, first of all, prosecutors made a request to the court. Tell us about that.
It was a request indicating that the matter was of a sensitive nature, that they were carrying out investigations, and the investigations were in the nature that they believe that Aisha Wang is someone who has the potential to interfere.
Akable, we are finding it difficult to hear you. Can you speak up a bit for us so we can follow?
They explained to the court that they are carrying out investigations, and they require more time to do those investigations, and they were in the nature that if she is granted bail, she has the potential to interfere with those investigations. And so they asked the court that he should manage to police custody while they carry out with those investigations.
Then came the forceful legal argument by Nkrabi Efadate, who is lead counsel for Aisha Wang. Let's start with the circumstances surrounding her departure from the country in 2018.
Yes, on that particular issue, he said he was representing her only for them to go to court and have the Attorney General to continue the case. He claims that he was invited to a meeting, and before they realized, he had learned that he had been flown out of the country, and he found that to be relevant. But as far as he was concerned, he had clear instructions to defend the action that had been filed against him. He was prepared to defend it. And so he said the state should not have taken that particular action against them.
Now, what's the basis for his claim of judiciary cooperation with the Attorney General?
He alleges that at the bar conference, the Attorney General may have made comments which suggest that the cooperation of the judiciary is needed to deal with his clients. And so he indicates that if the court were not to grant her bail, it would mean that the court is indeed cooperating with the client, as against granting her bail, which he believes she's entitled to as a person who has been accused of a crime, who is presumed innocent until proven guilty.
But the prosecutors also leveled some serious allegations as well.
They claim since her arrival in the country, she's been sneaking in and out of the country and is capable of interfering with investigations. And so she's someone that it helps the investigation if she remains in the custody of the police while that investigation continues. So Detective Chief Inspector Frederick Stafford made this argument and urged the court not to grant the bail, and the court upheld the argument and dismissed the application for bail.
Joseph Akable is our court correspondent there. Moving on, the operative of Defense Intelligence in Aflao says it has arrested a Benz cargo truck with registration number GE 8404-13. The truck was loaded with 153 sacks of substances suspected to be cannabis at Wuduaba in Ketu South Municipality. Sources from the operatives of Defense Intelligence say the driver of the vehicle, Vincent Abu, aged 43 years, and his two accomplices, Ahiawo Kojo and Seth Hefu, were arrested in the process. The suspect, together with the exhibit, including the vehicle, will be transported to the NACOG headquarters in Accra later today. For further action, Water Regional Correspondent Ivy Satoji joins us live with more. Ivy, what more do we know?
For now, according to our sources there, they are preparing them to...
Hey, Ivy, difficult to hear you. Can you speak up a bit for us?
Yes, if you can hear me. I was saying that after 12 or from a few minutes from now, they will be taken to the NACOP office in Accra for further investigation. And so, as we speak, the officers are preparing to take them with the goods as well to the NACOP office in Accra. I spoke with the MC for Ketu South, Master Lugudo, on phone, who said even though he's not around, but he had the information and his outfit is doing everything possible to make sure that these illegal activities are stopped. And he was also worried that this state, Aprawu or Ketu South, is becoming a hub of these activities, but they are doing everything possible to stop it. So for now, they are headed to the NACOP office in Accra for further investigations.
Do we know where they were coming from or where they were headed?
Well, according to our sources, they are natives from Owo, and they were coming from, the goods were coming from Peve, around Peve. Normally, according to the investigation, they take it from there and get close to the beach and wait till night before they get it to either Togo, Benin, or Nigeria. So these three guys are actually from Ehu, but they took the item from Peve area.
Thank you very much. Ivy Satoji is our Water Regional Correspondent. Now, let me take you to where police in that municipality have banned the use of tricycles after 10 p.m. This follows the killing of a security man on duty in a school there. The latest incident brings to 6 alleged murders recorded in the municipality within the last 5 months. 60-year-old father of 5, Badigbe Kwame, on duty at the Star Standard International School, failed to return home after close of work on Monday. Bloodstains were later found around his duty post, raising suspicion. Joy News' Upper West Regional Correspondent Rafiq Salam has more.
Parents and guardians rushed to Star Standard International School to pick their wards following invasion of school by machete wielding persons believed to be blood relations of school's night security, Badigbe Kwame, who's been declared missing since Monday. maze of persons from his native Chere formed a search party and stormed the school Tuesday morning, thereby bringing fear and panic among the teachers and their pupils.
Trying to mobilize certain things, and the teachers were also helping in their own way. But when the relatives came, they said they should not be to school. They went into the classes. Some of them holding cutlasses, chasing the children away. We said they should exercise spaces so that we could call the parents, because some of them, the parents do bring them. So if you take them like this, or you chase them away like this, it is going to be unhealthy, because some will not be able to get to their destinations. But it's like the young guys, they were not trying to listen to us.
One of the leaders of the search party, Sufyan Idris, explained that the invasion is neither to harm the teachers nor the pupils, though they are of the belief that it is inhumane and immoral for them to continue with school curricular activities when one of their own was missing.
Saying that the school should close down, but we are thinking that the trauma that is associated with the whole issue, we are all children, we are all fathers and mothers here, of course. So we are thinking that the trauma that they are going through is not better.
60-year-old Badibe Kwame failed to return home after close of work on Monday. The victim, according to school authorities, usually lies on tables kept at the back of the stairs of the two-story uncompleted structure. There was no sign of him at the corner on Monday morning, but blood stains were dotted all over the school's compound.
He sleeps here, according to information I have gathered, at the corner there. So that is where the case started, and they brought him here, finally do away with him, and then there was some blood on this piece. But it's like, because of the rainfall, it wasn't away. Then,
this is a chief private security man alleged to have been killed in 5 months for alleged ritual purposes. 3 others for the past 2 months have also been declared missing by the police. The irony of it is that all took place in the Paguru enclave.
We've informed the traditional authorities, we've gone on to inform Ghana Police Service, and in fact, we are only hoping that the due or the necessary procedures will be followed in getting us our uncle, whether live or otherwise. Well, as at now, we can't even confirm whether he's still dead or he's still alive. So our next action is that we are just hoping and looking on the Ghana Police Service to help us do the needful.
Landlords of the area are deeply worried about the continuous missing and killing of private security men in their enclave. They are urging the security forces, especially the police, to do the needful and bring the perpetrators to book. Meanwhile, the Upper West Region Police says they have started investigations on the issue. Reporting for Joy News, Rafik Salam.
Now, some residents of Kwame Danso in the Sene West District of the Borno East region are appealing to government to compel the contractor working on the Atebubu Kwame Danso stretch to return to site. The 34-kilometer road was awarded to contract in the year 2020, with the contractor expected to complete work within 18 months. More than 6 months after the set date, only 30% of the road has been tarred and the contractor has left site. My colleague Anna Sabet has more in this report.
The main highway linking Kwame Danso, the capital of the Sene West District, to Atebubu appears to be the most talked about road in the Borno East region. The poor state of the road continued to be the major challenge confronting the people of the area, as the situation has adversely affected the socio-economic advancement of the place.
Especially say Namsona Kwafuma. Sene ya moto nisi woso yen obi kura nyem na otimukura na ebetimi aha akula no
ya kwan de ha kakra wo pa o ma boa ya kakra na de o me ya no aboa ya no so o ma ma wie na ma djuma no adjuma kwakura ya di maye nti ebo so kwan ba bi nye ana de o me ya kura sai so mo ma ye nto aso nti ha ya pa ya ku ya fo enam kwan so no se obi wo di tractor kura ba ha wa se kwan no wa wo mba kwan so nye ne ya dokura wo ma do ba dokura so wo mba ha kwan wa
obi nyim firi no wane de ne kwa tewa aya ya bran ho pa bi o betimi di na afro ba beduru ha no satana wa wo kan mu
Bako do doctor no wanya problem with doctor. Nti esresi de enyan no. Esresi mo ba yama.
So this is the Atebubu Kwame Dance Road. It is a 34-kilometer stretch. Prior to the 2020 general elections, the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was here to cut a sword for the construction of this particular stretch. Nearly 2 years after the award of the contract, we take a trip to find out the level of work done by the contractor as part of our Year of Rose feature. As we speak now, 10 kilometers out of the 34 has been tarred. That is about 30% of the overall kilometer of this particular stretch.
Free John Mama, I know my hair says, I'm a cura, young pain for cura, and pain for more, or Muse, young to about Sakwan Yesu. Oh, Inte na Sana, Adiakoye, Inte about Bruce, Nana Akufo-Addo Ebaeno, no say Tony, Adenidi, or Obeboy. Ama yenyaji nti na nam kwan tituru kura na ma sa kwani ye di ato ama na Akufo-Addo ye di to mo no ono so waye ade o so ni be fili first coat e be fili second and sana kotali aba nti kotali susu ba ye no na je say ono no o masana ye fa ajafa.
The people here are excited that work has been done. At least 1/3 of the work has been done, but the remaining 2/3 still in its deplorable nature.
Na de mayenzo maya de pa mama ye ni age muduru so anu na so woko unjina boy me na mun yehwe ti de maya de ya ni age ho pa
and dem de nka ni age because when ba de boy pa the motor king kura ba it me ba first year for motor ba ti me hwia so kwan they say they asusu so baby nya no.
They are appealing to government to come to their aid by ensuring that the contractor return to site to ensure that this stretch is completed.
Aja ombe boy moi ahoma bro aya ohunu ye mfitiase no aya odi here asem mfitiase no yesre no da sa ahoma bro no ombe to asomai na je se ontiminsi nya sa ye hunu amane
na first na enye kra but se mo aduma be ye say na dia kana mom yesre mo ambe enye maye.
Bono East Regional Minister Kwasi Adujan, who referred to the route as a critical road, says even though some work has been done, critical attention needs to be given to the stretch to ensure that it is completed on time.
Government after government since 1992 have awarded, re-awarded this project, this road project. With the coming into the office of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, this project has been awarded, and today about 30% of it has been completed. It's a very critical road here, from Atebu to Kwamdaso and to Kaji. So we need to look at it and also make a passionate appeal to the Minister for Roads and Highways that this is a critical road and we must critically look at it.
He's however confident that with enough assistance and support, the contractor could complete the remaining work within 6 to 12 months.
They use 6 months for the 10 kilometers. 6 months, I quite remember. They use 6 months. So if they are giving the necessary assistance and support within 6 months or within a year, the remaining 24 could be completed. It isn't much of work to be done.
From the almighty Atebubu Kwame Dance stretch, my name is Anas Sabit, reporting for Joy News.
You're also watching the Joy News today. Before we break for business, the biggest story this Aisha Wan has been denied bail by the Accra Circuit Court. She will spend the next 2 weeks in police custody to ensure the police further time to conduct some further investigations into her case. Now, we have been telling you about what she's been doing in Ghana from 2017. We know that Aisha Wan and her Galamsey business in Ghana. Now, Aisha Wan was arrested in May 2017 for engaging in Galamsey in Ghana. We also do know that in May 2017, she was remanded and arraigned for her involvement in Galamsey. Then in December 2018, the state dropped charges against Aisha Wang and discharged her. She was allegedly deported at the time, where senior minister cited some reasons about the help we're getting from China and all of that. In April 2019, senior minister Yao Safo told Ghanaians deporting Aisha Wang was our best decision for the country at that time. In September, the following year, President Nana Akufo-Addo also said that, deporting Aisha Wang was a mistake on our part. But in September this year, 2022, or let's say in February, Aisha Wang also got Ghana card, and then she re-entered the country through some means through Togo, with a Togo visa. As to when she came, we don't know. She was rearrested in September and put before court in September 2nd, where she was remanded into police custody, and then she appeared before court again today. So that's where we are, where the court has refused to grant her a bail. We'll be keeping an eye on this particular story. But for now, we'll take a quick break. We'll bring you business afterwards.
Hello, good afternoon. It's time to do business with me, Beverly Broom. There's food in the system. That's according to the Concerned Farmers Association. President of the association, Nana Opambo Bonsu II, indicated that middlemen along the agricultural value chain have inflated prices at urban centers. He further revealed they are working with the Ghana Standards Authority to set standards to regulate prices on the market. Here's a report.
At a press conference, President of the Concerned Farmers Association, Nana Opambo Bonsu II, blamed loopholes along the agri value chain on bad road networks. According to him, the inability of farmers to transport goods from the farm gates to the markets has enabled middlemen to exploit consumers.
When it comes to Ghana in general, we don't have a standard price. Each and every person goes with the standard price. So we are doing collaboration with other farm-based organizations like the Ghana National Association of Farmers and Fishermen, and then other groups, all of us to come together so that what the standard body is saying, that we get a scaling system so that all the foodstuffs will be scaled. Though there's a high price of fuel, we all know, but then the kind of prices that the market women are selling some of our produce in the market, it is even shocking. But I want to assure the general public and then Ghanaians that there's enough food, they shouldn't be panicked. There's more food, and then food is going to be cheaper and cheaper. The only challenge that we are facing is a little bit of the transport system. There are some places that the road network is very bad.
Philip Aqua, a farmer, called on government to fast-track processes in standardizing scales on the markets.
There is bumper harvest, and there is a need for this foodstuffs to be conveyed from the farm to the town so that the citizen can have access to. But the problem here is the pricing. There are some places they hike the pricing. So at the end of the day, you find people, strain themselves to get the food to buy. And it's a very difficult, it's a challenge, a great challenge. And there is a need for these local markets to be developed. They should develop the local market through pricing so that we can, everybody can have access to food. We shouldn't have in mind that there is no food. There is food. There is enough food.
Meanwhile, Nana Obuade highlighted that should government fulfill its promise of providing trucks to transport food from the farm gates to the markets, most of the challenges will be addressed.
We heard that the Agri Minister, Dr. Fuya Koto, and his government told us that there's going to be a truck system, which at the end of the day, we are so happy about it, because when the truck get to with the farmers in time, I think this food that is being getting wasted within the various farming communities like Dwaboso will be coming to the city. When you go to Ejura right now, there's enough of maize that is there. A 5 tuber of yam cost 10 Ghana cedis from the farmer.
Now, the European Union ambassador to Ghana, Ikaad Razali, says it's reassuring that the EU's support to micro and small businesses in the country is yielding great impact. He said the impact is not just on the quality of product, but on the lives that are being uplifted through job creation. Mr. Razali said this when he visited some business centers his outfit is supporting in the northern region.
Hair has been used in the cosmetic industry for a long time because of its high concentration of vitamins and fatty acids. But even though Ghana is one of the leading producers of shea products, exporters have found it difficult penetrating the European market because of substandard. It is against this backdrop that the EU is funding the West African Competitiveness Program project being implemented by the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, to improve on quality of the product. The EU ambassador said processing is one of the key areas they want to expand.
This is very, I would say, inspiring and very reassuring too, that the partnership that we have with people like you, like Churchwind as a company, is making a difference not only on the quality of the product that you are selling, not only on the markets that you are exploring, but on the very life of the people you are uplifting all the way through your processing. And processing is one of the key priorities that we want to expand, not only on the shea economy, on agriculture, agribusiness, cocoa as well.
The chief technical advisor of UNIDO, Charles Saki, said the women are being supported on how to package and produce quality shea.
So for the shea industry, we're looking at, as I said, first we're looking at access to quality. So we know shea has been there with us for a long time. We know what our mothers and our elderly women have been doing. But it's gone international, and you need to make sure that you produce shea to reduce the free fatty acids. So we train these women to make sure that they process properly so it meets the international quality.
The project manager of the trade economic sector of the EU, Mango Putora, said they have helped the producers to penetrate the European market.
In this processing center for the shea butter that we are standing in front of this, only in this one we have 750 women that got connected to markets because they work with this processing center. So they have been trained for the quality of the products and for the export formalities only by this single center.
The EU ambassador also visited some of the producing centers they are supporting.
That's all for business for now, but we have more business on Marketplace at 1 p.m. and also on myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Beverly Broom. Up next.
Let's do sports now on Joy News today with me, Muftau Nabila Abdai. Former Manchester United left back Patrice Evra says he's hopeful that Africa can win the FIFA World Cup. Following a visit to the Jubilee House to meet the President Nana Akufo-Addo, Patrice Evra on his visit to Ghana says that it is part of his campaign to ensure that he changes the image of the continent as well as supporting the African countries that can win the FIFA World Cup.
It's just fantastic. I am here, of course, in partner also with Cheaper, but I also, my dream now is also to change the image of Africa. That's why I've been in Senegal, I've been in Cameroon, we've been in Nigeria, and I really, through also my social media, to change, to make sure this new generation, they know they can be successful in their own country. I'm born in Dakar, I play for France. When we were young, my parents gave me the choice to choose my national team, but growing up in France, I picked France. But I understand it later, it's really important to pick your own country because it's become politic. When you win, you're a French player. When you lose, you're a Senegalese player. so let's be clear. And I just had enough to see this image of Africa about poverty. And it's so much talent, it's so much, I would say, deep creativity. And Africa is such a rich country. So that's why I am not here only with Cheaper. I am just here to to see my brother and come meeting people, talking with people, to make sure like when people see all my social media video and when I speak, a different image of Africa. Of course, I've got a lot of project ending the violence against children after I'm going to New York for that, talking with the boss of WHO. So that's all of that, and this is my team, and I'm really glad Chipper and I gonna try to make our best to help all those fans to participate to the World Cup in Qatar, and to make sure, like I say, my dream is one African team. Maybe one day we'll win the World Cup. So apart from that, like I say, it's not my last time I'm gonna be here. Such a beautiful country, and thank you very much for having us.
Let's talk about the Women's Super Cup happening in Tamale. Hazaka's ladies, defending champions of the competition, they have pulled out. And Chief Executive Officer of the club, Elvis Nsiansare, says that the decision of the club not to participate in this year's edition is simply because they do not have money.
I think it is a very good initiative that the GFA introduced last year, which helped us so much in preparing towards the season itself. We are the champions, or we are the reigning champions, because we won the first edition. But the issue has to do with money. Ever since we participated in the CAF Women's Champions League, we've never been the same. One depth to the other, because we used so much money in preparing for the tournament, which we have not received anything from the organizers. Yes, GFA wrote to us, asking us whether we'll be available for the tournament, which we responded to them yes, because we knew we were going to get so much money to prepare to take part in the tournament. So Friday in the morning, we realized that there was no money coming into our accounts. So we wrote them a letter. Yes, we wrote them a letter that due to one or two things beyond our control, will not be able to take part in the tournament. So we sent them the letter through our mail, and then they responded that they have received the letter. That same day evening, my president, Nana Benyine, spoke to the General Secretary and explained our issues to him, that not that we want to withdraw at this hour, but we don't have money. So if they will be able to give us the money that they are supposed to pay us. You see, we had two matches with Ampem Dakwan, the women's champion of champions, and then FA Cup. We were second, which we know there is some little amount that they have to give us.
There will be Champions League matches tonight, and on Joy 99.7, we are bringing you the game involving Chelsea as well as Red Bull Salzburg. My colleague Fentio Tahir will be there to bring you commentary. But these are the fixtures for Wednesday: Rangers versus Napoli, AC Milan versus Dynamo Zagreb, Chelsea versus Red Bull Salzburg, Shakhtar Donetsk will come up against Celtic, Real Madrid, RB Leipzig, Copenhagen versus Sevilla, Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund, Juventus to play Benfica, Maccabi Haifa will also host Paris Saint-Germain. These are the matches for tonight in the UEFA Champions League. But the game Joy Sports will be commentating on is the one involving Chelsea and Red Bull Salzburg on Joy 99.7. Thank you very much for joining us. Up next.
Well, in showbiz today, we'll bring you some stories from the majoonline.com page, where there are some fantastic stories there. Now, when you go onto that website, family of late comedian Baba Spirit to hold 1 week memorial for him. Also, Zendaya becomes youngest two-time winner. Now, two-time Emmy winner there. Now, let's bring you details of those stories there. Now, a memorial service will be held in honor of late comedian and actor Francis Yaofori, popularly known as Baba Spirit. The service forms part of activities marking the 1 week passing of Baba Spirit. It will be held on Saturday, September 24, 2022. The event will take place at the Center for National Culture Art Center here in Accra. So that's it there for you. That's the poster telling you exactly what will be happening. Baba Spirit, who shot to fame in 2017, was reported dead on Thursday, September 8, 2022. He died at age 41. And that's it for the showbiz there. And that's how we wrap up today's bulletin. Remember, there is more news on myjoyonline.com. My name is Samuel Kojo Brace. Up next is Marketplace. Do enjoy the rest of your afternoon.